Hi, this is John Tay, and this is the Wallflower Collection. The wallflowers get their name from the idea that a lamp should be as unobtrusive and undistracting as possible from the task at hand, and yet they should assert a presence of elegance and sophistication. The answer to this was to have a graceful line that stems from the edge of the table and arches overhead above the visual window of the task area. The effect created can be compared to a tall plant with a large leaf that shields from the glare of the sun, except that in this case, it is the provider of glare-free illumination. Plants bring life to a space. Even without looking at them, their presence enhances the mood of the room immensely. Having a lamp whose form is abstracted from just that makes it feel natural in just about any space. The controls of the lamp are designed to always be within arm's reach, and are intended to be as intuitive as possible. The matte anodized surface has a 5mm fillet that feels great to interact with. Turning it 45 degrees brings it up to full brightness, but of course you can choose to stop anywhere in between. The dimmer assembly is attached to the main stem by a concealed screw, and it is made up of just two aluminum discs which are lathed into shape. At the top, 8 openings are created in a 10mm diameter aluminum tube. It houses an LED strip that corresponds to the perforations, and layered under that is an acrylic prismatic diffuser, which is essentially a lens that controls the spread of the LED rays. A 1mm thick bent aluminum sheet prevents the direct line of sight with the light source. The cap is intricately knurled, indicating a point of interaction. Turning it brings the prismatic lens closer or further from the LEDs, which adjusts the focal length and spread of the light emitted. The underside of the base has 3 CNC extrusions, which ensure that the lamp exerts adequate pressure and maintains stable contact with uneven surfaces, such as wooden tabletops. 3 flexible rubber feet provide non-slip grip. And apart from providing stable connection to the base, the semicircular cutout of the stem also ensures that the lamp is kept perpendicular to the table's edge. To see how it maintains perfect balance, we shall now take a look at the cross-section of the lamp. Here's the center of the pivot. To allow the lamp to stretch such a seemingly improbable distance without tipping over, aluminum was used for the cantilevered portion as it is lighter than steel. The 10mm tube here has a wall thickness of just 1mm. This leads to a clockwise moment that is much less than it looks. On the other side of the pivot, the much shorter distance means that it has to compensate equal fold in weight. And so the tube on this side is made of steel, which is heavier than an equal volume of aluminum. The 10mm tube also has an average wall thickness of 4mm, with a 2mm hollow to allow a wire to pass through it. This adds up to a perfect balance of clockwise and anti-clockwise moments. The weight is combined with the electronic components within, which I shall take this chance to elaborate more on. The bottom of the tube is profiled to conceal a detachable USB-C power source. This charges a lithium-ion rechargeable quadruple A battery, which when fully charged can power the lamp on full brightness for 4 hours. Not only is the lamp perfectly balanced on both sides of the pivot, but this also puts the center of gravity as far below the table as possible, making it extremely resistant to tipping over from accidental nudges. Here are the key dimensions. The shade is 500mm above the table, which extends above most desktop screens. And here is the estimated manufacturing costs. And the final price of the lamp. Thank you.